Happy April, everybody. My birthday's this week, so I bought myself a little moldavite that's almost in the shape of a heart, sort of. It's really beautiful, textured. It's really neat. So, yay. So yes, I'm an Aries, but I have Taurus and Libra in me. Makes me pretty balanced, I think. Some people are like, you're an Aries? You have nothing like an Aries. I guess the Aries in me is assertive. I can really take charge and take the lead. Not shy. So, but yeah. So for those that don't know like how that works, I don't know. But there's like a moon and sun rising and all these different things that kind of factor in. So depending on where you were born and the time you were born, you have all these different influences that create how you act. It's very interesting when you really look into it. It's like a template. You were born to be that person according to the time you were born. It's crazy and pretty accurate. But I will say that when you become enlightened, you become it's like you break free from the template. You're none of that anymore. So, but as long as you got an ego and you got a personality, you're very influenced by all that stuff, and it has a lot to do with how you'll even get along with other people and all kinds of things. So it's kind of a good idea to look at a chart with somebody. But in true love relationships, that's kind of makes it kind of obvious. So, I have these really cute little cards. I think I'll use as clarifiers. You guys are going to die when you see these. When I first saw these, I was like, no way. Watch this. Aren't they cute? They're just little baby. Look at how little. Oh, it's just a little virus. Okay, so this is how little they are. This is the Judgment card. It's not coming in very clearly, is it? And the way I shuffle them is you put them in your hands and then you just kind of lift some and put them in front like that. Anyway, they're kind of fun because, and then you put them in this little case. You put them in this little case. And then I keep them to the side. And I just pull one out randomly to kind of clarify on the cards. Anyway, if I could show you on the camera, I would do that instead. I couldn't figure out an angle to where that worked. So this is where we're at right now. So just shuffling, doing things the wrong way, apparently. First week of April, that's where we're at right now. Okay. That's funny. The 3 cards that fell out. The Hierophant, the 10 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. I think that's the theme of this reading. So that is somebody who's having a lot of faith that this could be a situation that could end up in marriage. So they're setting down the burden and reaching out through some kind of a text or a small, it's some kind of a gesture going in the right direction, trying to reach out to this person that they have feelings for, that they feel like could be their long-term partner. It also could be that they're wanting to make a public proclamation of it. They're wanting to make it a known thing rather than a hidden thing. And it's been burdening them that they're not out in the open with it, that they've kind of kept it their hidden secret. And they're wanting to not only give their divine feminine, that looks funky. They're not only wanting to give their divine feminine a message, but they're wanting to get a message to everybody that I've taken the load off and I know the direction I want to go. And I really feel like I'm going to marry this person, or I feel like we're going to take it to the next level. So if you're a burden on me, I'm going to give you a message that forget about having you in my life if you're not going to support me, because I have a lot of faith in this and this is the direction I'm going in. So I'll put that back in the mix and shuffle again. And I have another littler deck that I'm going to use also with clarifiers. So I've got like small, medium, and large. That's somehow significant, I feel, for some of you. I don't know why, like that small, medium, and large. All right. Ooh. We were just talking about, I just did a video on sudden change. And it looks like some of you have gone through just that. Or your divine masculine has. I'm not quite sure how we're going to read this yet. I never ever know. Huh, very interesting. Ooh. Okay, the bottom of the deck is feeling victorious and successful for some of you. Feeling victorious and successful and having had or created a new beginning, or wanting to feel victorious and successful. Don't even get started, you guys, on birthing this new beginning. He knows this is going to be a really, and I'm saying he, meaning the divine masculine, not necessarily a male. Could be a female, but in her masculine energy. But whoever this is, I'm referring to this. I know that this is divine masculine because the divine masculine, oh, wait, I don't necessarily know that. Oh, I guess we're going to find that out here in just a second. Whoever this is has just had a tower moment and has a lot of regret and disappointment over this connection, and feels like there is a lot. It's like, I wish I would have done something sooner, because now everything's kind of falling apart. And now I'm afraid. He's concentrating so much on these 3 cups that have spilled that he doesn't know that there are actually still 2 cups in the back, and the 2 cups represents true love. He is giving himself such a hard time that he doesn't realize that not this time, buddy. I got cards laid out. But he's dwelling so much on what didn't happen or what hasn't happened and everything falling apart that he doesn't realize those 2 cups are still standing up in back of him if you just turn around and see them. So it's not too late. In fact, that Tower card means like also no longer procrastinating. So he's about to turn around and see those 2 cups. And then you've got that with the High Priestess and the 8 of coins. So she's working really hard to listen to his intuition and he's like has a knowingness, and he's willing to put the effort in at this point. He's just kind of like, what did it take for me to come to this? Some of these guys also, considering that Tower card, some of these guys look like they go in a totally different direction. Like they start dating somebody else, so they go back to somebody. They start dating somebody married, or they start dating somebody who they know is really not good for them, or they give them a second chance, or they block their feminine, or do something hasty because like they're about to go into something really powerful and they sense it and they panic and they get cold feet and run, and any number of different combinations of this. But it's like life has its way of correcting the situation always. So whatever has happened, he now has a knowingness, and he's working really hard to like rectify the situation and see those 2 of cups behind him, because remember the theme is that he feels victorious over having a new beginning or wants victory and having a new beginning. And in his heart space is the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So he really wants to work together with you. If you're the feminine, like he really wants to collaborate with you. He wants both of you to put all your cards on the table. And he really sees potential here I call this the wifey card. So it's like he sees potential for you guys to have like a really bright future. This like indicates You're going to have the dog, cat, house, money, everything you've ever thought of or wanted, like travel. This is also another public proclamation of love card. This is also a social media card. So it could be that he feels like that Tower moment could be that he feels like she started dating. Maybe he feels he lost her. He saw it on social media and he's like, there goes my wife. There goes my life. Sounds like a country music song. So he really wants to work really hard to get his little psychic woman back. His little feminine. You know, most of the feminines are very psychic. So the masculines are like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And I let it go too long. And now she's partnering up with somebody else and she's going to be somebody else's wife. So, and I've been hearing reports of this as well. So it very well could be the case that if you've just started dating somebody else, it's like your masculine feels it. Or if you've made a shift and started to like somebody else, or you're thinking other possibilities, you know, they sense it, they feel it. He's wanting to work together with you now. He's finally like, I know now that you're my person and I'm not just going to sit around anymore. I'm going to put the effort, whatever effort it takes to kind of like rectify these, these regrets. He's kicking the karma off the wheel because he feels he has a bright future with you where he can be honest and vulnerable and authentic with you, like with no one else. And this devil, that could be like, he might be, quitting drinking. He might be quitting being codependent upon somebody. Maybe he has an ex he just can't let go of. And he's having a hard time with that. But now he's willing to fling her off the wheel so that he can have better luck and a better, happier future. This could also be like getting over his fears and insecurities in regards to even talking to her, because we have that message card. So we have that message card. But he wants to... cats will be cats. So whatever this is that he's dealing with, it's something that he's gone through with many, many relationships over and over again. Either he's been too shy to reach out, he's been too codependent on a past relationship or past circumstances, or he's been too insecure, nervous, doubtful of himself, his own abilities to kind of step up and be husband material. Could be that the devil is like basically anything that just keeps repeating over time and it's kind of like sabotaging yourself. And he's doing that because he wants this bright future. Another plane in it. Lordy. Okay, so, this is so beautiful. Okay, so his love for you, whether he's told you that he loves you or not, his feelings run real deep. And he may be putting on a poker face like this guy. But believe me, he's got some deep feelings for you. And that's brought up a lot of insecurities. So, hello. So he's got all these insecurities and fears around you being in your power. This is an abundant, self-loving, mature, grounded, good woman here. And he knows that. And it makes him feel a little insecure. Like, I've always had like third parties, kind of been a playa, kind of had somebody in the background, a plan B, just in case, because I don't want to be alone. This is him going to drinking because he doesn't feel worthy, or like just all these subconscious fears and worries in regards to this mature person that he's just like, I don't even know how to handle this kind of relationship. I don't even know if I can be a grown up enough, is what I'm feeling. But I also feel, what is going on in there? Okay, so this is also him overcoming these fears and insecurities and starting to love himself. This card is all about like self-love. Look at her adoringly looking at that coin. And that coin is like abundance. It's like knowing that life has her back. It's trusting and knowing that despite all those terror moments and changes going on in her life, like life really does have her back. Aren't they done in there yet? I mean, isn't this over? Thank you. They were both in there. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yogi and Gigi. They're on my Instagram if you want to see them. Well, Yogi is, I haven't taken a recent picture, but I will soon. Anywho, because of the way that he has, I mean, this is a card about, let's just look at this card for a minute. This is a card about being independent and flourishing, and you can travel the world. You can do anything you want to. That's how he sees his feminine. Like, she's so independent. And this is also about a guy peeking out of the bushes at her. He's just kind of like looking at her going, wow, damn, look at her go. Shit, she's got her stuff together. And then he's just like, holy cow. You know, he's just like, how do I, feeling the way that I feel about her and just having peeked at her all this time, like, how do I approach her? Like, this is very risky. What if she finds out that I've been watching her all this time? Or what if she finds out that I've been spying on her all this time? What if she knows that every day when she goes on that jog, I'm watching her? Is she going to think I'm a perv? Is she going to like, you know, or, you know, he's really put her up on a pedestal in a lot of ways. And so it just makes him feel insecure, but feminines have really, really developed, yes, but they're not, nobody's worthy of being put up on a pedestal. You know, she's going to screw up too. If you're masculine watching this, she's going to screw up too. She's not perfect. She may seem perfect, but she's definitely not perfect. So take her off that pedestal. That's just unrealistic expectations anyway. And take a risk on this new beginning. This guy's about like, I don't really care. I don't really care what the risk factors are. I'm just going to finally do this. I'm going to go on this new June journey. You know, there are no slip ups when it comes to the things that fly out of my mouth sometimes. So, he's going to take a jump. He's going to take a leap of faith in maybe in June. But this could also be that now that he's become independent of the devil energy, whoever or whatever that circumstance was, now he feels like he's a match to her because he's independent and flourishing and feeling really good about himself and really feeling vibrant. Maybe wants to travel or is traveling. Maybe he's even traveling to go see her and for this new beginning. So, I feel like he's just getting his ducks in a row. And I just want to pick like 3 of these little cards, and then I'll take a picture of it and put it on this video. You guys can see how cute these little medium and small cards are. Then we'll go into the extended version after this. Ooh, okay, the Lovers. The Lovers, past regrets and disappointments, and 9 of Cups. All right. So the Lovers card. The Lovers is about making a choice between 2 people. And I know a lot of divine feminines are currently doing this, even more. There are multiple suitors at this point in time. The masculine's feeling that. He's feeling a lot of regret and disappointment over not doing something. Those that are still in separation, which you would be if you're watching this video, they're like, what have I done? Have I lost the person that could be? This is about choosing the partner, like being wise and choosing the person that you feel is the ultimate long-term choice for you. You know, it's like you see things for what they really are, the most naked, vulnerable truth you can possibly come to, because the angel back there has been helping the situation and helping you see things clearly as to who the truly best long-term solution for you is. And he's really regretted and been disappointed going with the wrong choice, with the wrong ideas, with the wrong egoic type of ideas, like, you know, those egoic ideas. But he's been making his long-term decisions based on really shallow things, or situations that are kind of impossible, or situations that are like, or they're trying to fit that square peg into a round hole because in other areas it feels more logical or seems to make more sense. But honestly, when it comes to a true love type of relationship that could last a lifetime, they are going to be a lot like you, but they're really going to challenge you, who you are. They're really, well, soulmates, they're not so challenging, but twin flames and soul flames and things like that, it's like somehow you have to get over your ego to be with them in some way, shape, or form, or it's not really true love. But they're not going to butt heads with you. They're going to work with you. They're going to, when they're ready, they're going to work with you. So he's got all these regrets and disappointments over choosing those 3 cups and having that all spilled. He chose the wrong person and it all spilled out. Look at all the bloodshed. But now he's just got to turn around and see that those 2 cups are still standing. If she was once in love with you, if this is a masculine, if she was once in love with you like that, there's still potential there. You've not lost anything. But maybe it's like if she has found a soul flame, and I've been hearing reports of this, you guys. So if she has found a soul flame, yes, she's going to be dedicated to that person. It could make it hard for you if you're not the soul flame. If you're the twin flame, then that is kind of a tricky situation. But ultimately, you want to choose the person who is going to be your true heart's desire, that will really be fulfilling to you in your life, that will really bring enjoyment to your life. So think long-term with this person. You don't want to waste your time. Yes, you can learn some valuable lessons from this temporary person, have great sex, and learn some great things about communication. It's very beneficial, but at this time, it's like shit or get off the pot kind of moment. It's like the eclipse is happening and making things just kind of shake apart and come together more authentically. Like breaking a nose to get it back set straight again. Anyway, but this is what the masculines are doing right now, is they're really assessing all of this, or have assessed all of this, and they know that you are it. So now I'm going to pick a random card along with one of these little cards, just to show you guys how cute those are. Page of Swords. Along with, drum roll, the 9 of Swords. So this was him in the past, feeling insecure about his communication style, feeling insecure that she might cut him out if he comes after her, or, that he'll get rejected, feeling like a kid, feeling like an amateur, maybe even wanting to, he's afraid that she'll say some cutting words to him. So it had him awake at night like this, freaking out at what could happen. I'm going to get another clarifier. I'm hoping it's going to be the 8 of Swords. Nope. Okay. Because the 8 of Swords it's really implied there, because the 8 of Swords is kind of realizing that your fears were unwarranted, and they are. They really have decided that they really love you, and they've come to terms with that. And they want this new beginning. They want that new beginning, and to tell their secrets, and to really, they feel very passionate about this new connection, this new old connection. This could be a new person, I suppose, but most likely I've felt so much like past life energy going on. I think that people are coming back from the past. But anyway, he's come to terms with the fact that he loves you, that he wants a new beginning, and he wants free of this worry once and for all. And even if he comes across as immature or not knowing what he's doing, he's just going to speak his truth. He's just going to say it. So that's where we're at right now. And we'll explore more of it in the extended reading and see what some of the guidance is. And then I'll do a light language blessing to support you guys. If this message totally resonated with you and you're like, oh my gosh, that's me, get the extended reading, because we're going to stay on this vibe and get some more information from your guides and mine. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.